Picture this, the quiet hum of a funeral parlor, flowers everywhere, people whispering condolences. My grandma Evelyn's casket sits at the front, polished wood catching the dim light. I'm standing there in the back row, hands folded, trying to keep it together. Then my sister Jessica, always the center of attention, lets out this sharp, tipsy laugh that slices through the grief like a knife. She turns, looks straight at me, and says loud enough for every cousin, aunt, and uncle to hear, "Grandma would never trust Alex with anything important. You're the family disappointment, always have been." The room goes dead silent for a second. Eyes dart my way. Humiliation burns hot in my chest. But I don't snap back. I don't even flinch. I just keep my hands folded tighter and meet her gaze calmly. What she didn't know, what nobody in that room knew, was that Grandma had made one final decision. And it was about to turn her cruel joke into the biggest reality check of her life. Before we continue with this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for updates. Someone finally breaks the tension. An aunt asks quietly, "Should we read the will now?" Jessica smirks like it's no big deal. "Sure, let's get this over with. I need to plan my cruise." But what came next would change everything, and no one saw it coming. Have you ever been the sibling everyone quietly writes off? That was me. Growing up, Jessica was the son, cheer captain, honor roll, the one Grandma Evelyn bragged about at every family dinner. New dresses, dance lessons, weekend trips. Me? I got the hand-me-downs, the chores, the polite "you'll figure it out someday" pat on the head. Jessica loved reminding me. "Alex is allergic to success," she'd say, with that perfect laugh. Everyone chuckled. I smiled through it because fighting felt pointless. But Grandma Evelyn saw something different. When her health started slipping, Jessica's visits became rare, too busy with her perfect life. I was the one driving to the hospital at 2 a.m., holding her hand while machines beeped, listening to stories about her youth she'd never told anyone else. One night, weak but clear-eyed, she squeezed my fingers and whispered, "You see people, Alex. That's worth more than gold." I never told Jessica. Why bother? So when the funeral came and she stood there mocking me in front of the whole family, calling me the disappointment one last time, I didn't argue. I waited. Because the truth was already locked in an envelope with Mr. Harlan's name on it. And it was about to blow her perfect world apart. The service ends. Coffin closed. People shuffle toward the coffee urn like zombies in black. Jessica struts over, wine glass already half empty, cheeks flushed. She stops right in front of me, loud enough for the whole room. "Poor Alex," she says, smirking. "Grandma probably left you her old recipe book. That's about your speed." A few awkward chuckles ripple through the cousins. She turns to the crowd like she's on stage. Seriously, everyone knows Grandma would never trust him with anything important. Disappointment runs deep in that one. My stomach twists. Old wounds rip open fresh. Every eye lands on me. Pity, amusement, secondhand embarrassment. Humiliation burns straight through my chest. But I don't yell. I don't cry. I just fold my hands tighter until my knuckles turn white. And I look her dead in the eye. Quietly, I say, "Should we read the will now?" Jessica rolls her eyes, so hard I'm surprised they don't fall out. "Sure," she laughs. "Let's get this over with. I need to plan my cruise." Mr. Harlan steps forward, manila envelope in hand. He adjusts his glasses, looks at Jessica, looks at me. Then, he clears his throat. Mr. Harlan's voice cuts the hush like glass. Evelyn was very clear in her final wishes. He starts low. Small things first, her pearl necklace to Cousin Marie, a few thousand to the animal shelter she loved. Jessica leans back, arms crossed, smirking like she already won. She whispers to the cousin next to her, "Told you." He gets the junk. Then Mr. Harlan flips the page. The house on Maple Lane, all investments, savings accounts, and the bulk of my estate go to my grandson, Alex. Sole heir. The room freezes. Jessica's smirk vanishes. Her wine glass trembles, then slips. Red splashes across the carpet like blood. "What?" she chokes. That's impossible. Mr. Harlan doesn't flinch. It was updated 6 months ago. Notarized. Witnessed. After you missed her birthday again. Jessica lunges forward. Let me see that. He hands her the page. She scans it, eyes wild, face draining white. I stay seated. Quiet. Watching the truth hit her harder than any insult ever hit me. All those nights I listened while she partied. Grandma noticed. Jessica never did. Have you ever seen someone realize they've been the villain in their own story? Jessica stares at me, speechless for once. But I wasn't done yet. Jessica lunges for the papers like they're on fire. This is a mistake, she screams. She wouldn't do this to me. Her voice cracks the room open. Cousins gasp. An aunt covers her mouth. Jessica's perfect makeup starts to streak as she whips around to face me. You stole this. You manipulated her when she was weak. I don't move. I don't raise my voice. I just sit there, hands still folded, letting her unravel. Mr. Harlan steps in calmly. Everything is legal, Ms. Jessica. Your grandmother was of sound mind. She explained her reasoning in a private letter to Alex. He hands me a small sealed envelope. I open it slowly. Her handwriting, shaky but strong. You were never the disappointment, dear. You were the one who showed up. That's why I chose you. Jessica storms toward the door, heels clicking like gunfire. She pauses, spins back, eyes blazing. This isn't over. I meet her gaze. Quietly I say, there's one last condition in the will. Her face freezes. The room holds its breath. What was the last condition Grandma left hanging over everything? If Jessica ever apologized, truly, sincerely, no excuses, she'd receive a small trust fund. Enough to start over. Enough to prove she finally understood what showing up really means. She hasn't yet. Not a text. Not a call. Just silence and the occasional angry emoji blast to mutual cousins. Funny, isn't it? The one she called the disappointment now holds the keys to her second chance. Grandma's final lesson wasn't about money. It was about who actually saw her. Who stayed. Remember her words at the funeral? Grandma would never trust you with anything important. Turns out she trusted me most of all. Sometimes the quiet ones aren't weak. They're just waiting for the moment the truth speaks loudest. Being overlooked isn't the end. It's often the beginning of something unstoppable. If you've ever been underestimated, drop a broken heart in the comments. Like if karma landed perfectly today. Subscribe and hit the bell. Next story's even wilder. See you there.